Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing a Christmas tree, and then next week I'm going to be showing you how to make that Christmas tree look like you're seeing it from outside of a window. So some of the things that we do today might not make too much sense, but when we finish it all up next week, then it should hopefully make a lot more sense, and it's going to look really cool once it's finished. So this is a 2-week project. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna get a pencil, and I want you to draw a Christmas tree, but I don't want you to draw the entire Christmas tree. You're just drawing part of it. So you're gonna go all the way up to the top corner of your paper, and don't go all the way over to the corner. Come in just a little bit, and that's where you're gonna start drawing. It's basically gonna wind up being just maybe like a quarter of the tree. So start coming down, and then come in almost like you're going to be making a triangle, and then stop, and then come down, and then make another little triangle and stop, and then come down and make another little triangle and stop. And you're just making that Christmas tree pattern all the way down to this side of the paper. So it comes across, not the entire way, but to about here is fine. If your tree winds up being over a little bit farther and it came out wider, that is completely fine. Actually, that might even be a little bit better. So after you have the Christmas tree drawn, like I said, you're not going to be drawing the other half of the tree. You're just going to be drawing this little portion. You don't have to worry about the tree trunk or any of that. The next thing you're gonna do is draw some ornaments. Christmas ornaments can be all different shapes. You can draw them however you want to. I'm just gonna show you a couple of examples. So one example of an ornament is just a circle. So you draw the circle, and then usually it has a little rectangle on top and then a little hook. Okay, and then that's how it gets attached to the tree. Another type of Christmas ornament looks like this, where it comes out and then back in, and it has a point on the top and then comes out and a point on the bottom. And usually those ones have a little bit of a pattern that looks like this, where there's usually like a little piece of metal up here that you can attach the hook to. All right, and then there's one more that I want to show you that kind of looks like a Christmas light bulb, where it's pointed at the bottom and then it comes out wider and it curves around at the top and then comes down to a point at the bottom. So it looks like an upside down raindrop. And then those also have the rectangle on the top and the hook. So you can add as many ornaments, any different shapes and sizes that you would like. I'm just gonna add one more circle, and then I'm kind of out of room. I guess I could put another small one down on the bottom, but I'm just gonna stick with 4 ornaments. If you draw your ornaments kind of small, then just go ahead and fill up the space with a whole bunch of ornaments, or you can draw them nice and big like mine. Okay. Once you're done drawing all your ornaments, then you're gonna choose a color that you want for your background color. And I'm just gonna use crayons because I feel like crayons fill up backgrounds a lot faster than colored pencils or markers. And sometimes when you fill up a lot of empty space with markers, it kind of looks a little streaky. So I think crayons are gonna look the best, and you can choose any color that you want for your background color. And you're just gonna go ahead and color the whole background. All right, so now I have my background all colored in yellow, and now I'm going to select a color for the tree. And what you might wanna do is choose a couple of different colors of green. The normal color for a Christmas tree is obviously like a dark green, but if you want to mix in a little bit of some lighter greens to give it a little bit more colors, if you want to blend them together. So I'm going to do a nice dark green outline for my tree, and you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I just think that might look a little bit nicer. So I'm tracing the line, my pencil line that I have on here, with the dark green. And then once I have that done, I can start coloring in the tree. And when you're coloring in the tree, like I said, if you are interested and if you have enough colors in your crayon box, you can always go in and try to blend in some other colors with the dark green to make it look a little bit more interesting. And this one kind of looks like yellow, so I need to make sure that I color over that to make sure it doesn't blend in with my background. And I'm gonna color around the ornaments because I'm going to color those with a different color. So just be careful when you get to the ornaments. Try not to color on the inside of the ornament, just go around it. Might even want to add in a little bit of like a bluish green, and that might even make it look even better. Oh yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm putting on the dark green first, which is just regular green if you're reading the names of the colors. So just do a little bit of regular green. And then this one is called yellow green, putting in a little bit of yellow green on top of that. And then putting in a little bit of, this is called blue green. And then put in a little bit of blue green on top of that. And I'm trying to go in the direction of the tree, so I'm trying to keep the coloring going this direction. And I didn't mention this, but when I was coloring the background, I was trying to keep all of my crayon lines to go this way, and now I'm trying to get them to kind of follow this same shape of the tree. The last thing I want you to do for today is to color in your ornaments. Now, I can't really see the hook anymore because I colored over it. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to actually take a gray crayon and I'm going to trace over the hook. Now, if you don't have gray in your crayon box, you can just use black for this. And also, since this piece up here on the ornament is usually also made out of metal, I'm going to color that gray as well to kind of make it look like it's silver. And I'm going to do that for all the ornaments. And then you can decide what color you want for the ornaments. They can be all different colors or they can be all the same color. That's up to you. I think maybe I'll do blue. All right, and that is all that I want you to do for today. Put this paper in a safe place and we will finish this project next week.